Welcome back to my channel, guys. So today I'll be talking about Champions League's first leg semi-final predictions. So once again, these are some really good games, and they've been performing really well both in their league and in Champions League. So that's why they deserve to be playing in Champions League semi-final. So without any further ado, let's get to our predictions. Real Madrid versus Chelsea is the first game I'm gonna talk about. I think it is a really good game to watch because Real Madrid, to be honest, throughout this season they've been performing really well, really consistently, and they're barely losing a game. And their last defeat was actually around 3 months ago because their last defeat was in January 30. So you can already imagine how good this team is performing and why they deserve to be playing in Champions League. Yes, their last game performance against Real Betis was a disappointing one. And if you look at the last 4 games, they actually only got 1 victory. But then the bright side, they actually got 4 clean sheets. So I think defensively this team is performing really well. And even though some of their players might be missing, but I still think this team is performing really well. And I think they will be a little bit too strong to be playing against Chelsea because Chelsea, honestly, they do have a really good team. They're performing well this season, and they do have a lot of youngsters who are really having a good season. But then the thing is, I think Real Madrid, they know how to win this league, and that's actually a difference because Chelsea, yes, they have also won a Champions League, but then Real Madrid, to be honest, they are one of the best teams in Champions League history. So therefore, I think we can really write that down because once again, historically, Real Madrid are a better team. But then Chelsea, like once again, this is a new generation of Chelsea. And Real Madrid, on the other hand, this generation is actually slowly dying. Yes, after Ronaldo was gone, they were performing really badly in Champions League. But then this season, once again, this team is really sharpened up. Yes, once again, they're falling down. But then I still think they do have a lot of quality. And they have the mix of some youngsters and some really experienced players. So that's why I think it is helping this team. Where Chelsea, they actually do have a lot of youngsters, and in terms of experience wise, I don't think they have much experience. So therefore, I think Real Madrid will have an edge in this game. It is going to be a close game. I do think Chelsea will give a good fight, but then I think at the end of the day, Real Madrid will be a little bit too strong. I'm going to go for Real Madrid 3, Chelsea 1. Manchester City versus PSG is the next game I'm going to talk about. I think this game is also a fascinating one, and it is going to be a really good game to watch. PSG, in terms of the Champions League form line, they're coming off victory against Bayern Munich and also Barcelona. And I do think both of these teams are really scary team, and they were able to beat them. So I think it is a big achievement. On the other hand, for Manchester City, I think they've been coming with a little bit of a weaker form line because their first round of 16 games against Gladbach, and we all know that Gladbach at that time they were not really performing well. So I think it was a weaker game for them. And the next game was Dortmund. Yes, Dortmund is a good team, but then if you talk about the performance in Champions League historical wise, I don't think they have a decent record. Yes, they do have a lot of talent, so I'm not gonna say anything about that. But then, like in terms of his historical wise, I don't think they have a better history compared to Barcelona and Bayern Munich. So therefore, I think Manchester City are coming off a little bit of a weaker form line. And if you look at Manchester City recent form line, I think they're dropping down a lot recently because they were used to be winning 2-0, 3-0, 4-0 or something like that. But then recently, if you look at the games, they've been winning 2-0, and then recently they've been reducing down to 2-1, 1-0, 2-1 or 1-0, something like that. So I think their form line is dropping down a lot recently, and I think it is a concerning situation because this is the most important part of a season, but then they're losing way too many points at this part of the season. So I think this is kind of a disappointing sign for them, and it is kind of a concerning situation. Yes, many Manchester City fans might just think that it is those bad passage of play or something like that, but then I think recently their performance are dropping down a lot, and it is a little bit of a concerning situation, and for them winning Champions League will be difficult if they bring out this kind of form line. On the other hand, PSG, yes, they've been performing well, but then we all know that they can lose a game, and like all of a sudden they can lose a game, which can be a surprise. But then I do think this team is a really good team, and they will have a really good plan, and which is I think they're gonna sit back and rely on their counter-attack speed because we all know that PSG are a really good counter-attacking team, and I think similar thing will happen. I do believe Manchester City will dominate the possession, but then I have a feeling that PSG once again they will be too quick when it comes to counter-attack football. So therefore, I'm gonna go for PSG to win this game with a scoreline of 2-1. So that's the end for my Champions League semi-final proven prediction. I do believe these two games are really good ones, and I hope they won't disappoint us. So I'll see you guys soon with my Europa League predictions.